Okay, Coach. Well, from a place that's officially been recognized as the loudest venue in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium right here in Kansas City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Kansas City Chiefs.
Ready, blue ready. Green, triple T. Easy. Check 13. Hey, 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Easy.
The first down throw for Winston. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Here's Winston. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
Used to have a coach just tell us all the time, those scouting reports aren't just to use up paper, guys. Well, nowadays, we're watching a computer screen, right? They scouted this team very well. Know that they like to use the running backs in the passing game. They covered that play successfully.
Let's convert. Hey, 5 on the 50. 5, let us go.
Third and long for Winston. He'll rifle this one deep right side. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton, and his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. Throwing is Rodgers. Completes it to Austin. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Green 18. 45. Here I come again. Hey, Foxtrot.
From the gun on third down, Rodgers. And able to find Green. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A.J. Green, his 4th touchdown on the year. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
Hitting the mirrors back and go full strength. Check three, down.
On first down, Dobbins. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On 2nd and 9, Rodgers. He's going to get this to Austin, complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Between 18. Here we go, G. Get off the field.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
They'll come out in the pistol. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Now a give right side. Dobbins. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
They're knocking on the door as they come to the line here on 3rd and goal from the 1.
25, check for the 50. Check 37, check 37. 80 weapons. Slam.
They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. Now Harrison Butker for the field goal try. Less than an extra point attempt here. This is an 18-yarder. Butker's kick here is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. They took it all the way to the 1, but in the end, opt for 3.
Just doesn't sound right, does it? If you get all the way down to the 1-yard line, isn't that supposed to be a play in the end zone that culminates in a touchdown for your team?
And per usual, it felt like the guys on the sideline wanted to go ahead and go for it.
Of course they did, but of course head coach, it defers back to him, and he made the decision. Let's get 3 out of this, make sure we get some points.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message.
It's caught inside the 25. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. It's a big play. Winston to Evans. 53 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Working out of the gun. Winston. A quick throw, but incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Jameis to throw it. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
On 3rd down, Winston going for it all. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the 1st quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. And Gay knocks this one through, and they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
2 times. Hey!
From the 31, Rodgers, and that's complete. It's Green here. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Watch twist. Watch. Now, Liz. Get 300. Get 300.
To throw is Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. It's caught inside the 25. And down to the 20. An outstanding pickup there for the Chiefs. 41 yards.
That's another Kansas City Chiefs 1st down.
And into the red zone now. And Charles, they told us offense in the red zone was a focus this week in practice.
A huge priority, and the key was to get points. So you know that all the time during the week they talked about executing, taking care of the football, no big mistakes. Make sure they put points on the board and come out of it with that.
If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on 1st down.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
So many play callers in the red zone worry about the negative effects of a play that they're about to call. But this guy, all he's worried about is gaining yardage and putting the ball in the hands of his playmakers.
Hey, exit. 45. Mike, 45.
Rodgers now to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. But it'll be 2nd and goal.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah,
what happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
On second down, Dobbins. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal. So now things get interesting on 3rd and goal from the 1.
This almost becomes a Darwinian call, doesn't it? Almost survival of the fittest here. I know we can go all cliche. I'll go ahead and do it. Who wants it more here? Who has a better leverage at the line of scrimmage? Let's go and see what happens.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone. Oh, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose.
Wow. That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And the kick by Butker is good. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Check. Hey, tighten down. There you go. Hey, check, Mike.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. He goes full extension, and he's got it. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Well, there's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk.
Check the backer. Check 52. Easy. Be ready. Easy. Check Mike, the ladder. Check Mike. Green, Triple T. Come on, let's go. Hustle.
Winston now to throw on first down. This is caught. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a first and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now first and goal, expect them to tackle right here on this play.
Again, it's Winston. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Brashad Perriman, his 5th touchdown now on the year. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead down to 3 at 13-10. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the three-point kicker. Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now again, right side. Dobbins, not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
They just keep trying, but so far, finding no room for him to run.
None whatsoever. In fact, you run the numbers. He's under 3 yards a carry at the moment. The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Got what he needed for the 1st down with a gain of 2.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Hey, check 26. Hey, orbit.
45, 45. Mike, 45. Let's go, let's go.
Look again.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
Watch the screen. Pass.
Yeah, Lynn. Hey, Alpha.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Here we go. Here we go.
Now it's Rodgers. He's got a man. It's Corey Coleman. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 42. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Hey, high 7. Hey, we got to get to the ball.
Rodgers now at 1st down. Green brings it in. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a 1st down.
Hey, Delta.
Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Hey, 88. Look again.
On 1st down, Rodgers. And he finds Austin complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City 1st. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfires.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Hey, Haywood.
Check 45 for Mike. They gonna need some therapy after this.
Here's Rodgers throwing again. And that is caught. Oh, what a catch at the 5-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
What a catch and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
They
don't
get that
they?
little extra tackiness to them now.
And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the 2nd quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, It almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
This will be taken in at the 1. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you get this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Here we go, even. Let's go.
To throw is Winston. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. First down, Winston. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
You got it. You got it. You got it.
It's 2nd down and 10.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Jameis again. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. He was looking for Brashad Perriman, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Third down and 10 yards to go.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Watch the
They'll throw again. Winston. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And down to the 28-yard line. Now a timeout called with 3 seconds to go. And, of course, they're in field goal range in the final seconds of this first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. He made his first attempt, this from 45. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Rodgers now on first down. Trying to lay one up deep. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Let's go, let's convert, let's convert, let's convert. Easy. Check. Crunch.
Following the interception, Winston. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. It's a gain of 16. First down, Tampa Bay. Winston now 8 of 17 so far, under 50%. From the gun, Winston. And that is incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
On second down, Winston again. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And they'll have the football, but deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. That's into the hands of the tight end, Boyle. And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Breaking that one up was Justin Evans. Read it perfectly. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Check 44. Check 45 the mic. It's our time.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he comes back with one complete. And all the way down to the 36-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 55 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So a slight improvement in field position, you might say, from inside their own 10 to this as they come up on first down. Now a give right side. Dobbins, and he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Strong left. You got it.
26. Check 9. Deuce. Pilot, 64. Weak. Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. Bravo. Hey, where y'all going?
45. Check Mike 45. You can't block me.
Here's Rodgers to throw. That's caught. It's Coleman. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 13-yard line. Rodgers now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Throwing again on 2nd down. Rodgers, he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Tavon Austin, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just want...
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Brashad Perriman, his 2nd touchdown of the night, as his guys are back within a single score. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A.J. Green, 79 yards. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Boy, the action just coming fast and furious right now. If you got up to go get a drink from the fridge, you picked the wrong time. 2 long touchdowns.
Yeah, and that's how you answer a one-play drive, with a one-play drive of your own. And you're exactly right. If you step away from the action, my dad took me to a Major League Baseball game when I was 8, and I needed to go to the bathroom. Of course, while we're in the bathroom, grand slam home run.
Well, it tends to happen that way, doesn't it?
Yeah, my dad still hasn't forgiven me.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Hey, 5-0, 5-0, 5-0. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
Working out of the gun, Winston. And he'll find Hall. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Jameis to throw it. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So their woes on offense continue. That's the 2nd pick thrown here in the 3rd quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
Watch the twitch. Watch the twitch.
Hey, take 26. 26. Hey, Mike. Hey, Zoo.
Back near the goal line. Here's Rodgers. He's going to find his tight end, Boyle. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Watch the block. Motion. Block.
Inside.
Here's Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. He'll let it fly for Austin. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
45.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. And able to find Green. And he will have the first down here as he's up to the 15. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. And now they have a little more space to maneuver from the 15, 1st and 10. Rodgers again now. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful.
Now, that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, and maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're ahead of the chains now.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. And again, it's Rodgers. Finding Green complete. The 40, the 30, 10, and all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. Now after the touchdown, here's Bunker on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for. And take it.
Let's go.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10.
Hey, let's get it converted.
Watch the shift. Watch the shift.
Easy.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left, and that's caught inside the 35. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Here we go, even.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. Looking for Perriman there. He's got him. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first.
Hey, 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Even. Check. Hey, flop. Let's go. Easy. Let's go.
From the red zone now, Winston. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Rush in. Hey, 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Let's go. Let's convert. Easy. Hey. Let's go.
Again, it's Winston. This is caught. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Brashad Perriman with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Bucs are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that will shave one more off this lead. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Don't get nervous.
Throwing now is Rodgers. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
88. 5.
Mike, 45. Let's go, D. Big C.
Rodgers now to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line.
Hey,
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Call that a very strong gain of 24. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Check 24, check 24.
Green, 17.
Check Mike, 11, check.
Hey, even.
Hey, check.
Come on. Sunday.
Check three.
Throwing, Winston. And he slings one that's incomplete.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
But sometimes, you know, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well, and if they chip away at their timing, it's going to affect what you're doing throwing the ball as well.
And this shot downfield on 2nd down is brought in. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 39. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Kill. Easy. Slam.
Let's go.
A 1st down throw for Winston. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
Pick it up, G.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Who's that? Easy. Check Mike 11.
Jameis again. He's got this one complete to Perriman. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. The Bucs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Check.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he picks up the 1st as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Wait. Watch the pass. Check.
Let's go.
From the gun, Winston. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab as his guys are back within a single score. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball out of the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you get.
And he can't get a throw away. away. He's taken down. Chris Jones has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Check.
Hey, wahoo!
It's on field.
Run.
It's on field. Hey, it's on out.
Back north.
45.
Now Rodgers. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Evans. And he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. Charles, we've seen them target one of their main weapons time and time again. Maybe they went to that well too many times there.
Yeah, and it's so difficult to determine how many times is too many, because how many times have we seen a team go and play and say, until they stop us, we'll keep going. But they got stopped on that one, and it cost them 6 points.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. 5 yards on the catch there brings up second down. I don't know that those medium 5-ish yard gains are going to do it right now. Probably should have dropped it, right?
Yeah, that way you save more time on the clock. But I know receivers, they think they can catch it and break a tackle and turn it into a big gain.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Hey, Charlie.
To throw is Rodgers. Lets it go for Nelson. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Now they're just trying to do anything possible to try and get the ball downfield and get into field goal range.
And with that clock dwindling, they felt the need to take a pretty big shot there. Unfortunately, couldn't complete it.
Mike, 45.
Hey, box drop. 45.
Back to throw, Rodgers. And the throw there going to be incomplete. 4th down now, and defensively, Charles, you know, they're just asking this crew for one more stop.
And you know that they're feeling the momentum right now, but they have to be very careful not to get over-exuberant, overexcited, and blow an assignment and give up the big first down.
Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. Fielded just inside the 20. That's a 49-yard punt, 8 though on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward?
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Winston. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive.
Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. A costly mistake here in OT.
And you know what they say, when you throw an interception like that in overtime, you don't usually get a chance to throw a second one. I mean, I'm not sure the analytics on it. Let's ask Marvin, our statistician, to ring that down for us. That's typically how coaches and teams feel about it. If you throw one, you likely cost yourself the game.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT.
Hey, 319. Hey, let's get this. Check the backer. Check 52, and get up.
They'll run on first down. Dobbins, and he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. Emmanuel Ogbah there on the stop.
Brings up second and 8 at the 22-yard line.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest